I talked to you before about triggers and how oftentimes we ask the same question on day 2 as we do on week 2, on day of, month 2 and year 2. And it could be the same question because we could be asking, initially because of understanding. Then we might be asking for clarification. And then we might be asking because of healing. And then we might be asking, so we ask for different reasons, oftentimes the same question. But I wanted to tell you a little bit further today. The key reasons why we ask questions, in addition to what I just said, over and over and over, is because number one, for processing, we have to understand things. We can't understand the future unless we get a hold of our past. So we have to process. The next thing, unfortunately, is to test. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean to test if you're lying. It just means to confirm in our mind, okay, wait a minute, you said you were aware when this happened, and we just need validation. We need confirmation. So make sure that if you are rebuilding after infidelity, the person that stepped out of the relationship, you gotta maintain honesty. The challenge here is oftentimes if you're in a affair fog, or if you have, any TBI, traumatic brain injury, or trauma from your childhood, your hippocampus or your memory actually might be injured. So legitimately, you could actually not remember a lot, even due in part because of the fog of affair. And so your partner might think you're lying. But other than that, just do your best to be consistent. If you have to say, you know what, your question is very legitimate, and I want to give you the best answer possible, let me come back to you in a minute or an hour. And the last thing also is reminding. And this is, not the best reason, but it's a good reason. And here's the reminding aspect. So again, it's processing, it's testing and reminding. And the reminding is this: when somebody steps outside of a relationship, with an affair or a sexual addiction or infidelity or secrets or whatever the case may be, their life is in turmoil. Their life is in complete turmoil. You wreaked havoc on their life. And so, a couple days goes by, a couple weeks goes by, they're still wreaking havoc on the inside. Maybe they're not saying anything. Maybe they're not asking you any questions. Maybe they're not reminding you, but Lord knows, trust me, there's an internal war going on inside, of frustration and anger. And if they see you out with friends or on the phone or watching TV, laughing, having a grand old time, they may say, whoa, let me remind you of what you did, because I'm not going to watch you having the grandest of times, enjoying the moment when I'm sitting here ready to slice my wrist because of what you did. So what I say when it comes to reminders is make sure you're doing those emotional injections, what I call. Basically, you're checking in. Hey, how you doing with this? Are you getting any triggers? Anything I can help you with? How can I make you feel safe? What can I do? So keep doing those emotional check-ins if you're the person who stepped outside of the relationship. So those are 3 additional reasons why people ask the same questions over and over. There are a few more, but I'll save that for part 2.